Hello everyone and welcome back to Neptune's Child Tarot. Thank you guys so much for being here. My name is Monique and this is my second tarot channel here on YouTube. Thank you guys so much for your continued love and support. And if you'd like to check out additional content, I do have channel memberships available for this channel as well as my main tarot channel, which is Moon Moth Goddess. I do have channel memberships available on both of them. If you want access to exclusive pick a card readings for channel members, there are 2 tiers that are available for each of my tarot channels. And if you're wanting access to those exclusive members only pick a card readings, please make sure that you are joining the 2nd level tier. So for this channel here, it is going to be the Starborn level, okay, which is the one that will give you access to channel memberships. If you're trying to join and you don't see that Starborn tier and you're joining specifically for the exclusive videos, you want to make sure that you go onto the desktop version of YouTube. So if you're using your phone, make sure that you open a browser, a Chrome browser, Google browser, instead of trying to use the YouTube app to join as a channel member. So you want to go open the browser and then put in YouTube and then search for the channel, my channel, and then you can go to join and it should bring up both options. Okay, so you want to make sure that you do that in case you are wanting the access to join. But again, thank you guys all so much for being here. Today's pick a card reading, we are doing what is your next best career move. Okay, your next best career move. And I've already pre-shuffled the oracle cards that we're going to use today for each of the groups. We are going to be adding also tarot in once we get into your specific reading. But I do want to say a huge thank you to Diana for donating this tarot deck from my Amazon wishlist. It is a Tarot Landscapes. I did use this last week for one of our other readings, and it's just a beautiful tarot deck. So thank you so much, Diana, for sending that in for us to use. So for pile number 1, we do have a Smokey Quartz. Smokey Quartz for pile number 1. For pile number 2, we have a Phosphosiderite heart. For pile 3, we are going to do a rose quartz. So what is your next best career move? Pile 1 with the Smokey Quartz, pile 2 with the Phosphosiderite, and then pile number 3 with the rose quartz. Timestamps will be down below, and I will see you guys at your reading. Hello, pile 1. So welcome to your reading. We're doing what is your next best career move. I do want to apologize, you guys. My next door neighbor has some construction going on. They are having their entire roof redone. So you might hear a little bit of some, I think they're probably hammering the new roofing down. So you might hear that in the background a little bit, but I do apologize. So what is your next best career move? We're going to look at your oracle cards and then we will add in your tarot, but this is for those of you that resonated with the Smokey Quartz. So let's take a look at what Spirit's advice is here for what is your next best career move. So we have appreciate the process with cow and bull. Appreciate the process. We have you are sacred. We have find your way home. Interesting. Looks like there's a compass here. Find your way home. Okay. And then you have the salamander and black pepper with inspiration. Okay. Let's see what your tarot brings through. And again, I'd like to thank Diana so much for donating this tarot deck. It is the Tarot Landscapes. So let's see, group 1. What is your next best career move? We have the 7 of Swords. What is your next best career move for group 1? Okay. We have the 6 of Cups. We have the 3 of Wands. Wow. Okay. So in this card here, there's a fire that's burning. And out of that fire in the smoke, there's a rabbit. It looks like some type of a bird. And also it looks like a boar. That's kind of coming out of the fire. Okay, I feel like this does have to do with manifestation here. Also, the sun is here. That came out too. The sun. What is your next best career move? We have the 4 of Cups in reverse. Okay. Well, I do feel like what Spirit is really wanting you to focus on in terms of your next best career move is really about listening to your own intuition, okay, first off, because we have this card here that says find your way home. And this bird is kind of flying with turquoise in its mouth back to the nest. And there's a big compass that's here. And to me, that internal compass is your higher self, your intuition. And I feel like there's a need for you to listen to what your own inner voice is telling you. So some of you with this message here might be feeling a little bit, I would say maybe a little bit confused, maybe even a little bit lost with what direction you're meant to go in or what is next for you. But being that we also have you are sacred, also cows are very sacred as well, especially in some cultures, as a symbol of abundance. But being that we have you are sacred, this kind of makes me feel like what Spirit is saying here is that you, pile 1, are not meant for what everyone else is doing. You're not meant to have the whole 9 to 5, sit at a desk type of career. You are someone who is meant to really allow yourself to be inspired by what your own intuition is telling you. Listening to your soul's own truth, okay? Of what makes you happy and makes you feel fulfilled. I'm noticing that we have this 7 of Swords card here. And in this 7 of Swords, this kangaroo looks like, I mean, there's circles all over the ground here, you know? And the 7 of Swords can sometimes talk about us having scattered thinking. A need for us to have some type of strategy or plan as far as what our next moves are. But I'm also feeling this message here because the 7 of Swords can talk about deception and theft. There's a need for you to keep what you're doing with your career a secret, meaning that we're not telling people what our plans are, what our decisions are, what we're thinking of creatively, because this more so is about you being unique. This is about you literally kind of manifesting something from that you are creatively inspired by that is unique to you and your soul. Okay. And really the way in which you're going to find that is by looking within your own inner compass, right? Find your way home. Find your way home to self, to your authenticity. And of course, this whole process of going through this, of not knowing and trying to figure it out, could certainly be something that causes a lot of mental anguish, a lot of stress, because you're like, why don't I have it figured out yet? Why don't I know what I'm doing? Why, so I totally get that, you know. But this is Spirit saying here, appreciate the process, because you are literally birthing something. I'm seeing also there's a bunch of eggs here in the nest. And so I feel like this is you nurturing what you feel passionate about. This inspiration here with the salamander reminds me of the Page of Wands, which is all about adventure, exploring, discovery, pursuing your passion or beginning to pursue a new passion here. And here we literally have a bird, a boar, and a rabbit coming out of the smoke from the flames. So it's like something is emerging here. Something is being birthed from within you. I'm also seeing in the field here of all these sunflowers, there's 2 rabbit ears that are poking out in the middle of the field of sunflowers. And there's also a rabbit here. Rabbits are a symbol of fertility. Okay? A symbol of fertility. And being that we also have we've got fire here, literally, but the bird is the air element. And so I feel like this is you kind of being able to receive this information here from your higher self through communication. This also makes me think about like the winds of change, some type of transition here, some type of higher calling for you. So I want to see what was at the bottom of the deck. The Knight of Pentacles. Okay. And the Magician is right underneath that. Magician. Which is all about manifestation, creation. Here we've got another bird taking flight here. It's also over this huge tree because this bird is flying really, really high in the sky. Almost like seemingly above the clouds here. Okay, so I almost feel like what Spirit's saying here is to commit yourself to your vision, okay? The Knight of Pentacles is about slow and steady movement, but it's our commitment and our dedication to taking little steps day by day to get towards or to move towards our goal. Ultimately, with the Sun card being present, this is about your happiness, okay? Doing the things that make you feel happy. But like I said, with that card, you are sacred. I also feel like Spirit is wanting you to know how amazing you are, Pile 1. How truly amazing you are. I'm also getting this energy here of everything that you touch turns to gold. Okay? This beautiful process of transformation and change. And with the Six of Cups energy here, I feel like there's something that you're meant to share, okay, with others. Maybe this is a story. Perhaps this is you writing. Perhaps this is, maybe for some of you, if you're feeling called to a path of healing. Because this inspiration card reminds me so much of the Page of Wands. Some of you, this might be a creative passion that you have. Okay? some type of creative passion. But I really feel with the Magician being present, this is really Spirit saying you have the power to create everything that you desire here. Okay, so ultimately this is about you opening yourself up for your next best career move. Is really about you opening yourself up to discovery, to exploring, to recognizing the power that you truly do have within yourself. This could certainly be working on building up your self-esteem, your confidence, kind of gathering your ideas, okay? If you have many different ideas of things that you're interested in, this is about you kind of fine-tuning things a little bit, right? Taking some time to go within the self, appreciating the process. Like I said, it's all in the way we look at it, right? We can either feel, of course, super frustrated, like, why can't I get this? And then enter in the doubt and the fears and the insecurities and the self-sabotaging thoughts, the fear of failure. Or we can appreciate this process of self-discovery, of truly finding things in life, you know, that you'd wish to do for your career that truly are an inspiration, that do bring you joy, that do bring you happiness, that do bring you abundance, so that you are truly feeling happy, content, okay? Some of you that are feeling, I would say, bored with what you're doing, you're not quite happy with it. You don't really feel emotionally fulfilled by what you do. This could certainly be calling you for some type of change here. Okay. So I want to pull another oracle card here. Let's see what else for group 1 Spirit. And we do have Leo energy here. Also Gemini, Virgo, Taurus, and Capricorn as well. Okay, so what is your next? I'm feeling there's a need for grounding your ideas here, okay? For grounding your ideas. What is your next best career move? So don't be afraid of trying new things, exploring. We've got courage here, okay? So I feel like what Spirit's saying is that what you're doing with your career, making moves, boss moves, I'm feeling, making some boss moves here, because we have courage here, right? Which means that we're not playing it small. We're not playing it small. We're making big moves. Ones that might scare us a little, right? That's where we're going to need courage, because it's those big, scary moves that we're making that are going to make all the difference. Okay? We're not going to find success in the comfort zone. It's when we take that leap of faith. It's when we step outside of the comfort zone and we're scared. We're scared of that next big step, but it's that next big step with tapping into this courage. Leo, again, Leo energy here. So I almost feel like Spirit's saying, what is your next best career move? It's asking you to really step into your power here, but also to be brave, to be fearless, to be courageous. What is your next best career move? Empowerment. Yes, I love that. Being empowered, feeling empowered, right? This vision or this idea and knowing within yourself that you can achieve what you set your mind to. Okay? You can achieve. And I'm seeing transformation here at the bottom, which is beautiful. Okay. Let's see what else for you. What is your next best? Change with transformation, right? Maybe it is going to require courage to make this change, but needing to be empowered in doing so. Also, the Knight of Pentacles requires us to have like a plan, a goal, right? A goal in mind, and then we kind of take steps towards that, right? To achieve whatever that goal is. Because the Knight of Pentacles is commitment, dedication, hard work, effort that we're putting into something, not giving up. What is your next best career move? Group 1. A voyage of the heart. Love flows through you and to you. So more or less what Spirit is wanting you to focus on in terms of your next career move, next best career move, is about you listening to what your heart's desire is, right? If your heart's desire is to do, say, XYZ, and your intuition is drawing you in that direction, for some of you, yes, it might require you to be very courageous, very brave, to allow your heart to lead you through that change, okay? What is your next best career move? So if you feel like, okay, well, I don't know what my heart is telling me to do. I don't know what my intuition is telling me to do. This is where you're needing to take that time to go inwards. Okay? Take a break from thinking and overthinking and overanalyzing, and practice meditation and stillness so that you can hear your inner voice. We have miracles, and it says expect the wondrous to emerge. So I'm also seeing here with this card, it makes me think of you being open and flexible. Okay? It almost makes me think of that phrase too, like be careful what you wish for because you just might get it. Okay? You might get it. And you have to be, like, if you ask the universe, like, ooh, I would love to have this or I'd love to do that, and the universe is like, here you are. And then all of a sudden you're like, oh, no, I don't know if I can do that. I'm scared. I'm afraid. But the universe is like, well, here you are. Okay? So we have stay focused and hold the course, which is very Knight of Pentacles energy. Staying the course, committing yourself to the long term, right? To the goal, to the dream, to the vision. Stay focused and hold the course. Okay? I'm also seeing grounding here at the bottom, which I do feel like is going to be important for you, especially with the Seven of Pentacles energy, because sometimes we can be a little bit scattered. And so this could be a need for us to really work on grounding your energy. So maybe for some of you here, this woman is sitting down with a book out by the lake, you know, so perhaps this is you just kind of spending a little bit of time in nature. If you live in a city, you know, maybe trying to go to the country or to go on a little vacation away from the busy city, noisy, you know, kind of deep thing. Or if you don't have access to, you know, transportation out to the city or to the country or to the natural forest, lakes, rivers, ocean, you know, the beach, stuff like that, you don't have that. Certainly create a little space in your home where when you go to that place in your area, in your home, you go there for reflection, you go there for journaling, you go there for just quiet time, right? Where you can kind of think about what's kind of running through your mind in terms of your career. Okay? All right. So that is all that I have for you, Group 1. I do hope this was helpful for you guys, and I will see you in the next reading. Hi, Group 2. Welcome to your reading today. So we're doing what is your next best career move. I do first off want to apologize if you do hear any background noise. My next door neighbor is having their roof re-shingled. So you might hear some hammering, hopefully not too loud. I'm sure it's a lot louder for me because I'm here. but you guys might be able to pick up a little bit of it in the background. So hopefully it's not too distracting. So pile 2, that chose, those of you that choose the Phosphosiderite. Let's look at your oracle cards first, and then we're going to pull some tarot for you guys. So what is your next best career move? We have Get Curious with Carnelian. Okay, so get curious, which certainly means that, and I'm seeing a big world here. So perhaps this is about you going through a period of expansion, growth, exploring your options, maybe even, maybe for some of you, this could involve relocating or expanding, broadening your horizons, okay? Maybe getting curious means you doing research, looking beyond where you're looking right now. So we'll just see what else is coming through. We also have Remembrance here. So this person has like a little string tied around their finger so they don't forget something. And I'm noticing that looks like there's 2 birds here too. I almost kind of feel like this is in a way like we could look at these birds as like your higher self, your spirit team, your ancestors. Excuse me. I'm almost feeling like reflecting inwards too, like remembering something that you've wanted to do or you've always wanted to do. Maybe to even check in with your spirit team or your higher self, remembering something here, okay? Let's see what else is coming through. We've got Navigate by the Sun. Navigate by the Sun with the honeybee. And then we also have the Skunk and Magnolia with Protection. So let's pull your tarot. And I do want to say a quick thank you to Diana for donating this tarot deck to the channel. Diana purchased this from my Amazon wish list. It is the Tarot Landscapes. If you do feel called to donate a deck, my links are in the description box for my Amazon wish list. Thank you guys so much. Okay, so group 2. What is your next best career move? Group 2, your next best career move. We have the 5 of Pentacles. Okay. 5 of Pentacles. We have the Page of Cups. What is your next best career move, group 2? We have the 2 of Cups. Okay. So I'm certainly feeling your next best career move here. I kind of feel like for some of you, Spirit is saying that maybe what you're doing right now, or for those of you that are unemployed, like if you've been trying to say like go back into the same type of field, I almost feel like Spirit saying there that perhaps for some of you, that field isn't really something that's making you feel or has made you feel very emotionally fulfilled in the past. Because the 5 of Pentacles is about hardship. It could also be about when we're in a place of not having enough money, lack of material resources. So it could either be that you guys are, some of you, unemployed, or it could be that there is a feeling of emptiness, a feeling of void. So if you're feeling like, okay, what I'm doing for right now for work isn't making me happy, you know, we have Navigate by the Sun here. And the Sun energy, you know, especially as it relates to the tarot, is about joy. It's about happiness. It's about life force and vitality. And we've got all of these little bees, you know, working on their honey, their what are they called? Honeycombs. All working together, collaborating. And so, you know, some of you, this might mean by networking with others, maybe exploring other little hives, okay? We've got little in these 4 little corners here. That's interesting, because when I'm saying that, the 4 corners, it reminds me of like the 4 cardinal directions. And then here we're literally looking at the world. So yeah, I feel for some of you, this might be your next best career move. Could be to, like I said at the beginning, broaden your horizons. Maybe navigating by the sun for you could also be you moving to a warmer climate. Okay. Let's see what else. The sun is also masculine energy. Okay. So with masculine energy, this is about strategy, planning, organization, discipline, taking decisive action. Okay, so this might be the kind of, you know, really tapping into your masculine energy. Okay, because, and we have the Queen of Swords here. When we have the 5 of Cups, sometimes this can be when we feel helpless. Okay, I am seeing the 4 of Cups here at the bottom. So for some of you, it is boredom. It could also talk about not really liking the opportunities that are available to you, maybe in the place that you live. So, you know, maybe it's hard to find a job where you live right now, okay, for some of you. Or you haven't had luck. Maybe you've been met with going on interviews and getting, you know, rejected, having your application being turned down. Or, you know, some of you could be literally feeling like there's nothing here. There's nothing available in my area, or I don't like the opportunities that are here. Okay, because the 4 of Cups can also be us turning things down, you know. Now, I do feel, because we do have the Queen of Swords here, and the Queen of Swords does really require us to have a vision, a plan. It really calls for very clear thinking and decision making, and to also use discernment, okay? Because I do feel like with the Page of Cups here, this can certainly be a new offer for you, but more importantly, with the 2 and the 3 of Cups energy here, I feel like this is about you bringing yourself to a place where you feel happy, you know, you feel emotionally fulfilled with whatever it is that you choose to do. I'm just really feeling that there's a need for you to broaden your horizons here. Okay? I want to pull a little bit more, so let's pull. Yeah. Underneath that, we've got the Knight of Cups. We've got the Chariot, the Queen of Wands, and the Death card. Okay, so this is change here, you guys. 4 of Wands is here as well. So, Knight of Cups is about you opening yourself up to other opportunities. The Chariot, for some of you, is going to be traveling. Okay? Traveling. Death is about change. So, this Queen of Wands card, there is a fox here underneath the ground, inside the ground. And the Queen of Wands, I almost feel for some of you, because the Queen of Wands is about taking action. It's about passion and creativity. And so because this fox is under the ground, it almost makes me feel like you're needing to emerge. You're needing to emerge and step into action here. to making some type of change, especially for those of you where you feel like you're at a job right now, you're not getting paid enough, or you are unemployed right now, you're not happy with the opportunities that are surrounding you, you're bored with what you do, you don't feel fulfilled. It is a time for change. Okay? Perhaps with the remembrance card there is something that you've always wanted to do, and I feel like Spirit could be wanting you to do that now, to make that change. You know, to me, when I look at this Queen of Wands under the ground, it almost kind of makes me feel like you're hiding, you're in hiding. Like you're needing to emerge and step into action here. I actually want to see what this book says about this Queen of Wands, because that's quite interesting depiction of the Queen of Wands. Let's see. Okay. So it says, among the roots in the subsoil, a fox is asleep and dreaming. Dreams sprout from the ground like mushrooms and plants, which in turn communicate to the landscape of the Queen of Wands, feeding and keeping it alive. In this suspended forest, even while asleep, the Queen of Wands has more power than anything that moves fast and aims for the lofty heights. Fox, witch, mother, sister, she fills the scene with warmth through her thick fur and fantasy. Trust your intuition when you arrive in her world and believe. So it says trust in yourself and also being sharp-witted. So perhaps some of you, like I said, this is time for change. You know, whatever your current situation is, like I said, some of you, I feel like you could be unemployed right now. Some of you could be, you know, moving between jobs in a period of transition. Or some of you could be feeling like I'm bored at work. I'm not getting paid enough. I feel this void or this emptiness, and I feel like it's time for change. And if you've already been feeling that, this is your confirmation here. Okay. Now, again, with that, get curious here. We're looking at the whole world, and we're seeing the Chariot here, also very similar in color, these two cards. And the Chariot could certainly be about making moves, okay? Progress, movement forward. This bird is taking flight right through that tunnel right there towards the light, okay? So for some of you, that might literally be relocating, maybe to another part of the world. It could be that you're, you know, if you're someone who works from home, perhaps this is you maybe working in another part of the world, or exploring opportunities that are in other countries, or things of that nature that might be, especially if you've been somebody who's been wanting to, you know, always live in another country, or you've always wanted to move someplace. Okay. That could be something that's significant for you there. So let's pull some oracle here. But we are seeing an ending here with the Death card. Some type of change. So this could be you moving forward with letting go of something and opening yourself up to something new. And those of you that have been trying to find a job, say like in your city, in your area, perhaps this is time to broaden, right? Maybe this is looking in a different state that has more, say, jobs available of your liking. Or even something new that you guys can try. Okay? Let's see. What is your next best career move? Group 2. Closure. Yeah. So we've got a door back here that this person is walking away from and going down this new path. So you're letting go of something, closing one chapter, closing one door. Okay. This is especially important for those of you that have been wanting to leave a certain career field behind and start a new one. Or for those of you that have been trying to, like I said, keep getting a job in a certain field, perhaps that's not what you're meant to do any longer. You know, this could more or less be about you kind of closing that chapter and beginning a new one that is going to be something that brings in more joy, more happiness, and more fulfillment. What is your next best career move? Okay, so, okay, she's already covered. Good. Okay, so we've got blessings here. And then we have manifestation. I love that. Okay. So what I'm getting here is that as you are preparing to leave, right, maybe a job, something that had been maybe blocking, I don't know if I want to say that. You know how sometimes there's something that we want to do and we need to kind of take that initiative to let go of something. And then once we let go, right, we're able to kind of open up ourselves energetically to receive something new. So some of you, I feel like you could be closing out a chapter, perhaps with your career or with the job that you're at right now, and opening yourself up to receive here, okay? Especially with manifestation and blessings showing up. Okay, let's see what else. You know, manifestation also has to do with willpower, with focused intention. Okay, so you can be focusing your intention here on change, on endings, on new beginnings, having the willpower to follow through with these changes, especially if you're not happy, you know. Okay, so what is your next best career move here? We have grounding. It says go deep and explore your roots. Kind of similar to that Queen of Wands energy, right? Resting, sleeping, thinking about what your vision is, your dream is. We have valiant courage. It says take action with passion, and that is very Queen of Wands energy. It also reminds me of the Knight of Wands. Okay, courage to go after what it is that you want. We also have watching clouds here, and it says lie back, rest, and relaxed. And then we also have staying focused. I'm going to take this one too. Hold the course. Okay. So I feel like the importance of this here with the watching the clouds is it puts you kind of in that state of mind where you are tuning into your intuition, your own inner voice, because that's when the answers are going to come to you, right? So you can then know, okay, this is what I'm doing. Stay focused on that. And then underneath the deck, we also have surrender to the journey. It says release control. Okay. Release control. And then also reaching your destination. Your light is shining brightly. And then the last message here is the wandering path. Enjoy the journey. Okay. So here we've got the little fox with the map out and the compass here. But I almost feel like for you, this is allowing yourself to flow. Okay. These little bubbles here remind me of like a dream. Like you're having a dream here, right? Of your vision of what you want your career to look like. But look at this beautiful path here. It kind of looks in some way meandering here. So I feel like let go of the need to control what it's going to look like. You know, and I know sometimes it's hard because we want to know exactly what's going to happen, when it's going to happen, how it's going to happen, you know, how it's going to show up in our life. What is it going to be like? But sometimes we just need to trust in the unknown. Sometimes we need to trust in not needing all the answers and more or less to listen to what our own intuition is saying. Focus our intention on what it is that we wish to create, right, for the career, and then let go of the way it needs to look. Let go of the need to the way it needs to show up in our life. Okay. So this is Spirit saying here, surrender to the journey. To me, it's like almost like you're the one that's getting in this boat here and you're letting your light lead the way. not having a specific destination, but just being open to flowing. Like, let's just say that, you know, you're wanting this change, but you're limiting yourself to saying, oh, it only has to be this job, this type of career field, when you could really be opening yourself up and expanding at this point, which is really what I feel like Spirit is wanting you to do. Kind of taking a meandering path and not needing to know exactly where, you know, something is going to lead you. It's more or less about you being open, right? Releasing control and allowing yourself to open up to let the universe do its work, to bring in the opportunities, to bring in the blessings for you, to bring in the manifestations. But this requires us to be flexible. It requires us to let go of control. Okay? Yeah, and sometimes it could be that our journey kind of takes us to a place that we never anticipated we would have been, you know? And then finding happiness in where our path has brought us to, okay? Especially if you're going to be doing something new, you know? Because you could set out and say, okay, I'm going to apply for this job to, I don't know, let's just say that you're some type of healer, okay? And then you go to take that job and you're going to start working with clients and healing, but then at that new job, you meet someone, your coworker, let's just say, and your coworker has like all these other skills, and there's one of those skills then you're just like completely inspired by something else that they do, and then you're like, wow, if I never would have met or came to this place, I never would have crossed paths with this soul who has now inspired me to do something else, right? So sometimes we have to trust in the way in which Spirit is kind of guiding or leading us as we are picking up, you know, experiences and tools in a sense to kind of add into our spiritual toolbox to help us along our path. So I am feeling a need for you, group 2, is to let yourself open up to possibilities, allow yourself to explore, to expand, okay, to be open to change, to endings, to closing old chapters, and to beginning new ones. Okay? All right, so I'm going to leave this here for you, group 2. I do hope this is helpful for you guys, and I will see you in the next reading. Hey, group 3, welcome to your reading. So today we are doing what is your next best career move? For those of you that resonated with the rose quartz, I do want to apologize, you guys. My next door neighbor is having their entire roof redone, so you might hear a little bit of construction outside. Okay, so let's look at your oracle cards first, group 3, and see what is going on for you. What is Spirit's advice on what is your next best career move? So we have, there are worlds within you with the garden quartz. There are worlds within you. And then we have, is this mine, with green fluorite. Okay. And then we have come to calm with sodalite. And then we have the ladybug and sweet pea with happiness. Okay. Okay. We'll see what's going on with your tarot here. And I do want to say a quick thank you to Diana for donating this beautiful tarot deck, Tarot Landscapes. Diana did purchase this off of my Amazon wish list, so thank you so much, Diana, for donating this to the channel. Okay, group 3, what is your next best career move? What is your next best career move, group 3? We have the Magician. What is your next best career move? The King of Wands. I love that. We have the Nine of Swords. We have, oh, look at that, the Emperor. We have some boss energy here. King of Wands and the Emperor. The Three of Wands. Bottom of the deck, we have the Seven of Wands. Okay. All right. So we definitely have some boss energy here. Okay. Now, when I first pulled out this card for you guys, it says there are worlds within you with garden quartz. I don't have my garden quartz is across the room right now, but garden quartz is so beautiful. It literally looks like, let me have something here. This is a Himalayan quartz, but basically garden quartz is a piece of quartz, and inside of it, it's almost like something is growing inside of it. Here it's kind of depicted with like little flowers and stuff inside of it, little objects. But that's kind of what garden quartz looks like. It looks like there's a whole world going on inside of the crystal. They're really beautiful. But with this card here, there are worlds within you. It almost makes me feel that a lot of you have a lot of untapped potential here. Okay? A lot of untapped potential. And with the is this mine, it's making me think of a couple things here with your energy. It makes me think, first off, is if you are truly focused on what it is that you want, you desire, versus allowing other people's opinions, expectations of what you should be doing. And I feel like this more so goes for those of you where you have, say, like parental influence or family, you know, any type of family members' influence, or even romantic partners. You know, friends that say, oh no, like when you tell them, oh, I've always wanted to do this, or I wanted to do this next with my career, and they look at you sideways like, are you crazy? So some of you could be allowing other people's opinions or input or, you know, influencing what you want to do. Or even, I mean, this could even be like if you don't have someone in your life right now that's actually doing that, but it could have been something that you've experienced during childhood or from past, you know, your teenage years, where there was something that someone said to you that is still impacting you, you know? Like, let's just say that if you had parental figures that put a lot of stress and a lot of pressure on you, and you constantly felt like you have to do better, do better, do better, do this, do that, and there was like no pleasing the parent, or you kind of felt like your parents were trying to influence, like if you really say, oh, I want to be an artist, and your parents like, or no, you're going to go to school to be a lawyer. So I feel like there's a need for you to detach yourself or disconnect from any type of influences, whatever they might be, because it's going to be different for all of you, of other people, and more so tap into your own inner knowing, your authentic truth, to discover what it is that you want to do, not what other people want you to do. Now, the other thing that I feel like with this mine is that all of these birds here, and I don't think they are, but it kind of gives the appearance of them. They're all in this, there's a web back here, okay? And it all, to me, looks like they're almost like stuck and attached to these vines. Each one of them has a vine that's kind of wrapped around them in some way. And these birds have their wings open, like they want to fly. So this almost kind of makes me feel that maybe something that you're doing right now is limiting your full potential. Like I said, this to me talks about your unlimited potential here. And we've got boss energy here, King of Wands and the Emperor. Both of these energies have the power to become very great leaders, entrepreneurs, top level executive levels in a company. Okay, which means that if you're not doing that, this is where you're needing to take your career to the next level, evolving to that next level. And some of you might have all of the experience, the knowledge, the untapped potential within yourself to be this leader. The King of Wands is about paving your own path, forging your own path, which means that you're not meant to keep yourself small. You're meant to step up and lead. The Magician here is about you focusing your intention on what your dream, what your vision is. Okay? The King of Wands is also an energy that inspires others. So you could really be someone who is meant to guide others, okay, with this King of Wands and the Emperor energy. Now the Nine of Swords is here, which is about a little bit of anxiety, so if we're kind of leveling up in terms of our career, of course it could make us feel a little nervous. But with the come to calm here, I almost feel like this little butterfly is trying to stack these little pieces of sodalite on top of each other. And I'm sure you guys have seen photos of people who balance rocks, right, on top of each other. I'm sure if you're somebody who likes to hike or go out in nature, you've probably seen rocks that have been stacked and out in nature. People who have walked on the trail and just kind of stuck rocks stacked up on top of each other. But it reminds me of this energy of alignment. Okay, aligning. And I'm also seeing that because it's a butterfly, butterflies are all about transformation, change. So this can certainly be something that helps you to brings about change, but also one that you can trust that is going to be in alignment for you, because it is going to help you to step up or level up, I should say. And also this Emperor card is being depicted as this huge building, So, this can certainly be, if you're, whatever career field you're in, this is about you taking it to that next level. And this is really about you kind of exploring maybe your hidden talents, your skills, or at least being able to show them off, okay, to lead. So I'm feeling with your decision making, okay, with what you're going to be doing next, especially with the Three of Wands being here, which is about taking that first step, okay. The Emperor is all about strategy, planning, discipline, stability, structure, and a solid foundation. So if you're not quite, say, at that level of management or executive level entrepreneurship, this is where Spirit is wanting you to take your career. Okay? So the first thing that we can do is focus our intention on this leadership type of qualities, and what does it take to be a leader, right? To do that is to allow ourselves to be courageous, be brave, be confident, okay, which is something the King of Wands very much is, confident. The Emperor could also, both of these are masculine energies as well. The Emperor is very assertive, right? So this is you about standing up and saying, okay, this is what I want. This is what I'm getting. This is what I'm moving towards. You could be applying for higher level positions. Some of you might already be feeling like, okay, yes, I have enough, of these leadership qualities and abilities. Now it's time for me to branch out on my own and do my own thing. And I feel like you have all the power within you to be able to do so. Okay? Ultimately, with happiness here, it is about your happiness, but I feel like Spirit is wanting you to really trust in yourself, believe in yourself, in your ability to do so. Okay? Focus your intention on making moves. I'm also noticing that there's a white tiger here. I don't know if white tigers are rare or not, but it kind of makes me think that they are. I don't know if I've ever really seen white tigers. But look at how it's kind of like moving stealthily through the jungle. You know? So this is like making big moves here, I feel like. I also feel for you to ask yourself here, group 3, if you really feel really truly honest with yourself, if you'd really believe that the career that you have right now is in alignment with you. Or do you feel like it's limiting or restricting you from really showcasing your full talents and skills and abilities here? Are you at a place where you feel like my boss doesn't see me? Management doesn't see me. I don't feel valued. I feel underappreciated. I feel like just another number here. You know, easily replaced. Because I feel like a lot of companies can make you feel that way, right? As soon as you turn in your resignation, or as soon as you're gone, or it's just like that, and they've already got somebody else. Like, we're just another number, right? So I feel for some of you, if you feel like the place that you're at is kind of keeping you small and you're not able to really spread your wings and fly, this is time for you to step up into this powerful King of Wands, Emperor energy. It's time to lead. Okay? So let's see. Leadership roles. What is your next best career move? Group 3, what is your next best career move? We have good luck. Good luck. Wow, life purpose. And peace. Come to calm and peace. Yeah, perhaps for some of you, this is aligning with what your life's purpose is. Or if you feel like you already know what it is and you really want to do it, I feel like Spirit is letting you know that you are going to be supported. You are going to receive what you need to help you with that, okay? Especially if it's truly something that's in alignment for you here. Spirit is going to support you through that. So you can feel a sense of peace and calm, and knowing that if that something, whatever it might be for you, is truly something that you're meant to do, you are going to receive what you need in order to make it happen, because it's what you're supposed to be doing, right? It's you being in alignment. Okay? Let's see. What is your next best career move? And perhaps that is a need for you to feel calm, feel grounded, feel brave and courageous, and feel a sense of inner peace and knowing that you are on the right path, by making the change that you feel guided to make with whatever that is for you. Transformation. Especially if you're feeling guided to make a change, there's a need for you to trust that, a need for you to feel a sense of peace, right? That this change is something that the universe is guiding you towards your life purpose. And we have Spirit Guide. Yes, look at that. I love that. Trust that you are being divinely guided. So if you're feeling, okay, it's time for the shift, it's time for the change, it's time to level up, know that you're being supported by Spirit. Okay, your higher self, your spirit team. Group 3, what is your next best career move? Some of you could, this could literally be Spirit telling you here that you need to take that first step. Okay? Perhaps some of you have been just like waiting for the right time, waiting for this, waiting for that. And Spirit's like, go. It's time. Forge the path. Okay? Forge the new path. What is your next best career move? You know, the King of Wands is all about paving a new path, forging a new path, which means that you're not taking the path that's already been traveled by other people. You're making your own path. Okay? We have watching clouds. Lie back, rest, and relax. And I feel like this is where your insight comes, right? To listen to your spirit team. We have distant thunder here, and it says clear the air. It almost reminds me of like tower energy. We have the mystic healer. Healing energy flows through you. And then we have in the flow. Everything is smooth sailing. And I feel like this is more or less you also flowing here with where you're being guided. And look at that, breaking trail at the bottom. It says a breakthrough is at hand. Breaking trail. Okay, I want to look a little bit at this distant thunder here and clear the air. Perhaps for some of you it is confusion, or what is this distant thunder here? Maybe some of you feel the storm coming, right? Feeling the change coming. Feeling that tower energy coming. The Knight of Swords. Look at how this bird is like flying downwards. The Queen of Wands. And the Ace of Cups. Yeah, some of you, I feel like you're going to be feeling more confident about pursuing a passion that you have. Okay. The Knight of Swords is also very, very focused energy, like laser focused. And then we have the Queen of Wands here, which is the counterpart to the King of Wands. So perhaps because we also have the Mystic Healer here, this is about you bringing your own energy into balance, into alignment. Okay? This could be healing energy surrounding your self-confidence, your self-esteem, your self-worth, your ability to trust and know that it's possible for you to achieve your dreams and your goals, and to really believe in yourself. Okay? So Spirit is telling you here there's going to be some type of breakthrough here for you. Let's ask Spirit what that breakthrough is going to look like. What is this breakthrough going to look like for group 3? The Nine of Pentacles is independence, financial security, financial independence. The breakthrough is at hand. The Nine of Wands, which is your resilience. It's also about not giving up. Temperance, which is balance. It's also this process of alchemy, alchemizing energy. So some of you might notice a shift within your energy. The breakthrough might be something that's happening within you. Something that you're feeling here. Okay. I'm seeing the Page of Pentacles at the bottom with the Chariot. So this is certainly a new beginning for you. Group 3. The Page of Pentacles is about starting a new project or planting the seed for something new. The Chariot is about steady progress, movement forward. It looks like this bird is kind of flying down this tunnel here towards the light. Okay. So yeah, I feel like this shift might be something that you feel within inside of yourself. Okay, with Temperance. You might feel that sense of peace and calm. That might be the breakthrough for some of you. Is all of a sudden you no longer feel the fear. The fear is something that dissolves. You've transmuted it. And you feel a sense of peace. Like, I know that this is the right thing for me to do. All that worry, all that stress, all that fear just kind of goes away. Okay. All right. So I'm going to leave this here for you. Group 3. I do hope this is helpful for you guys, and I will see you in the next reading.